Hello, everyone. It's William and Andrew here from Allegory Gallery.
Howdy.
Howdy. And we're here at Star Cottage Studio today. Power is on, the heat is on. It's a nice, beautiful day, sunny outside, a little bit chilly. It's only gotten up to about the 40s, low 40s today here in Ligonier, but the sun is out and it is a beautiful day. We hope you're having a wonderful day. I missed you all yesterday. I was at my other job, but Andrew showed you how to do a beautiful ribbon tassel using some of our AG fine pewter bead caps. And I hope you love that. If you didn't get to see that tutorial, please check it out. He did ribbon, and then he also did some chain. Bonus. So if you did miss that, it is up and available for rewatch on both our YouTube channel and our Facebook page under the live tabs. So check that out if you want to learn how to make some tassels or just in general some ideas on how to use our bead caps, which are the ballet style bead caps in our AG fine pewter line. Andrew used them in antique gold finish, but we have them in antique gold, antique silver, and antique copper. So how are y'all doing today? We have been busy. So I took the day off the store. We closed the physical store today so that we could catch up on some things that have been behind because of the power outages and the storm, the windstorm that we had here, checking on the roof, just checking on general things like that, doing some errands. Helping Barb pack up. She had some big packages that she wasn't quite sure what to do, how to combine, what to refund, and all that stuff. So I sat with her all day today and worked through those, started shipping out some kits today. We have an enormous box of shipping packages to take to the post office, which will be dropped off tomorrow morning. And we ran late today to get them out. But we have a giant box of stuff going out, and there will be more and more coming. So if you have been waiting, we are working on them hard today. We got through a bunch of stuff.
Also, remember, if you put your email in when you checked out, you'll get a shipping notice and you can track your packages.
Yes.
So you don't have to.
You never have to ask us if we've shipped it or if it's on its way. If you put in your email or your telephone number, Shopify will send you an email notification or an SMS letting you know that your package has shipped. So yeah, we've been busy. We have been sorting through the desert discoveries. And we
last night until 3 o'clock.
Yeah, we 3 or 4 in the morning is I think when we went to bed, or at least when we stopped that process. I went to bed. I think Andrew stayed up a little bit longer.
I stayed up and packed kits.
He was packing kits.
About 9 this morning.
So we have some desert discoveries are being sorted. And they are just about ready to be on their way. Hopefully tonight we will finish up with sorting all of those, and then they'll be able to be dropped off in the shipping department for shipping on Friday. If not tonight, then Thursday night, because we've got 2 nights before Barb comes back in. Barb does Monday, Wednesday, Friday for us. So those are all going out. If you've been wondering, there's your answer. Please share this video so that other people can get that answer too. And also so they can see the gemstones we're going to show today. Because we have started sorting out the desert discoveries, we have been able to partition off a small amount of gemstones that we are finished packing in any of these type of things. And they are up for grabs. They are up for grabs here. So Marianne was about to email, got notifications. Yes, we've shipped out a big package for you today, and you still have more to come. But we wanted to get something out. I told Barb we're getting something out to Marianne. She's got too much here that she needs to work with, right? So you have a package coming, and you will have another package coming fairly soon, I believe. Let's see here. Amanda's with us. Susan is with us. Suzanne is with us. Thank you all. Norma, thank you all for joining in today. Please hit that share button, hit that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that love. Do that right now. I'm going to just pause and stare at you. You're hitting it, right? You're hitting the like, you're hitting the subscribe. I see you, y'all. All right, thank you so much for that.
Subscribe if you've already subscribed.
Yeah, if you've already subscribed, you unsubscribe. Don't do that. Hello, Lennis. Thanks for joining in. I see some numbers going up here for me for the thumbs up, so thank you so much. So today, we did all that. And we have some gemstones to show you today. Now, we're going to start into this gemstone thing a little bit slowly. All right. I have, I think, 8 or 9 different gemstone strands to show you today. We're easing into it. And we don't want to overwhelm you because Andrew got a lot, honestly. And we are still sorting it. But I think after we're even done sorting Desert Discoveries, we're still going to have a good bit of stuff to show you. So what's going to happen is every day we're going to do a small amount of gemstones with you so that we don't overwhelm you, so that you can, kind of, decide what you want. You might not want something every day. You might need to split up your budget, whatever you need to do. And we're just going to do a small amount of gemstones every day. We're not going to get crazy and like give you 30 or 40 strands at once, even though we could. What's that? Andrew would do it, but then y'all don't see it, and we've proven that.
I'm okay with overwhelming people.
He's okay. I'm not. I want y'all to be able to see them and buy them instead of them sitting in our online store for the next 3 years, which has happened before. We have a number of strands from Tucson's past that are still in the online store that many of you may not have seen on camera. So we'll also at some point be pulling some of those out and going over some of those again. Let's see here. What's everyone saying here? Everyone's just chatting amongst each other. That's fine. So what else is going on? What else? Oh, Harry is joining in. Hello, Harry. Hello, Cindy. Thanks for joining in with us. So yeah, things are progressing. Things are progressing a little slower than we'd love, but at least there's progress being made, right? That's the important thing. Moving,
squeezing some spring cleaning.
Steadily ahead. Andrew's squeezing in spring cleaning.
The cottage desperately needs it.
Yeah, it does. If I turn this camera around, y'all,
don't show my shame.
You don't even know, y'all. You don't even know. Y'all probably know because you have craft rooms, some of you too, right? Or some craft areas. Tidy, yeah, some of you are tidy. Not us. Not us. It's like a craft bomb went off in here. Invite those tidy people only. They just subconsciously clean up as they're going around. They just clean up. They don't even realize they're doing it.
I wonder what it would look like if this was all organized. If only I knew someone.
If only I knew. If only I knew. Let's see here. Bonjour, Linda. Bonjour, Amanda. Ça va bien, j'espère. So yeah, we're going to show you gemstones today. Just a few, easing into it. We're going to give you all a discount. They're all going to be the same price, which is good. We sorted them out to be the same price. They're the same kind of style. But you are getting a small discount if you order in the next 24 hours, the way this is saying down here. To order from this video, take a screenshot of the item you'd like. You can also use a very good description on these because they're all different. Send it to us at info@allegorygallery.com. That way, I will then send you an invoice for anything that you've gotten, and we will ship them out that way. After this, they will go up in price, and they will go into the online store. So if you don't want them now and you want to pay more later, you can wait. Otherwise, right? Otherwise, grab them now within the first 24 hours and you'll get the special discounted price that we talk about here as we go through things. Susan says, my granddaughter calls my craft room my hot mess room.
And be like, well, get in there.
Get in there and clean up that hot mess, granddaughter. Yeah. I get it. I get it. Harry says, I got the pottery wheel out yesterday and made a mess and 2 bowls. Sketchy, crappy throwing, but it's been 50 years since I did this regularly. That's great. I just paid off my pottery wheel today, actually, and I have yet to use it. So you're ahead of me, Harry, yet again.
Perfect.
Now it's perfect.
Free and clear.
Free and clear.
You can throw pots with wild abandon.
Wild abandon. I don't have to think about how much it's costing me because it's done. It's paid off now.
Y'all, if you saw, we have 3 tables lined up with Kittapalooza kits.
Kittapalooza kits, 3 tables lined up.
Y'all don't believe it? It's for true.
It's the true. We got lots of kits lined up. So if you missed anything on Kitapalooza, and I was going through the inventory to make sure we got the inventory numbers right on our kits. And you know what? Some of those kits didn't sell a single one.
What?
I was like,
Who
what?
was the unloved one?
What? How could some of these not sell any at all? So if you did miss Kitapalooza in any of the 5 days that we did it in, I hope you'll check them out in our online store. There is still a banner at the very top of the website saying Kitapalooza, shop here. And you can click that little button and it'll take you right into the Kitapalooza collection and you can grab any kits that you missed out on. We have some of them. I have like one left because y'all bought almost all of them. 10 or so of them y'all purchased completely out of stock, and some you didn't buy a single one of. So I thought that was interesting that, usually you think at least one. But,
Name them.
Name them. He says, which are the
ugly
stepchildren of this.
Throw them on the ground.
Throw them on the. Gonna roll around on the concrete with those beads.
Not me. They'll just roll on the
They'll
ground.
roll on the ground.
I almost rolled on the concrete today.
Uh-oh. What happened?
There was a board that was put on the step.
Oh, yes.
And I stepped on the board, and the board slipped.
Instead of the stairs.
I almost loosened up my teeth.
We don't need any teeth loosened. That's for sure.
Correct.
Hello, Vanessa. Thanks for tuning in. Teresa is here with us.
I hope y'all like the stuff that we picked out for the Desert Discovery.
Yeah. Andrew's very concerned. He's very concerned. He's like, I want people to be happy. The prices went up. I hope everybody likes what they get and what we pick out for them. I've said they're going to love the surprise because it was all about the surprise, right? And even if you were in that high-end $750, $1,000 Desert Discoveries, you got to tell us what you hoped to get and what you wanted us to aim for, but it's still, there was no guarantee on any of it because we don't know what's in Tucson. So Andrew did his best, and y'all are going to get some lovely surprises. I think they're very nice. So, whenever you do something like this, we already feel behind because we had that package that went missing and it came, we finally got it. And we, that delayed everything. So we're already like clenched up in our bodies, in our beings, as far as being late for these. And then as you're putting things in, you think, okay, we're already late, but we want them to be really nice. We got to make sure that we, fall within the budgets. And
just makes you later.
It makes you later to have all that in your head because you're like, if you're anxious like me, you're anxious that, oh, they're going to hate this. What? I can't send this out yet. And you're like, but I can't really add much to it because we're at the price where we should be. And it's hard, y'all. It's hard because, we love to give you extra all the time. And we're still, most of the Desert Discoveries that we've packed up so far are all over the budget. If you spend $35, there's generally more in there than that. If you spend $200, there's generally more in there than that. But we can't go wild because we have our numbers that we have to work with too.
I still might sneak some stuff.
Andrew he's like, maybe I can make something and put it in there. Or maybe I can. So
make it even later.
Yes, and I'm like, that's going to make it even later. These people just want their stuff probably. So y'all get it though. It's hard. And if you have your own business, when you're sending out something to a customer and you're like, oh, I'd really like to overly delight this person, especially if you were if you made a custom order and it ran a little late, or how you like to over delight people.
My way.
That's what we like to do. And it's hard when, we're trying to push as much out right now as we can. So stick with us.
We're that behind.
No, we're not that behind. But I mean, when you figure these it just looks, when you look at the Desert Discoveries, most of you order them in December or January. So January, it makes it look like it was a long time ago, which it kind of was and kind of wasn't.
Yeah, it's gone for a month.
But it's gone for a month. But the dates on the orders look old, and that's what it makes it look like. You're like, oh, you get clenched up, right? Hello, Pam. Thank you for joining in. Marianne says, not me. I am surprised a lot of my jewelry workspaces is neatish. Not true of my paper crafting or painting space, right? Let's see here. Oops, jumped everybody.
I want to set up a painting studio over here.
Let me, hold on one second. Somebody's asking what allegory means. And if you've ever bought anything from us, you know, because it's on all of our boxes. All of our boxes, all of our things tell you what allegory means, Cindy. So it is a story, poem, or image that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning. So we named our shop Allegory because we want you to be able to tell your own story through the things you create and the things you make. And we're both literary people, kind of, so that was a good literary reference. So yeah, so that's what allegory means. And like I said, you start buying from us and you will see it all the time. You'll see it all the time. You'll have a very good idea what allegory means. Just ask the people who shop with us often. They probably have a lot of these boxes around. Memorized, right? Let's see here. Norma says, I'm not done shopping Kittapalooza yet, but I have to do it in small bites. I get it. I get it. And we appreciate it. Suzanne says, I'm with you, Norma. We appreciate it. Kittapalooza is a fun time, but it's a lot all at once. It's a lot for us. It's a lot for you. So those kits, they're still in the online store. They are ready for you whenever you are.
There's one kit that we lost 2 beads.
Yeah, we lost 2 beads in one of the kits. So,
and they might have fallen behind a dresser or something.
These kits have been around the block, y'all. They have been carried from here to home, to the store, to my office at the house, to the kitchen table at the house, to the you know, everywhere, to back here to be set up and counted out again.
And gathering stuff by flashlight.
Yeah, so one of the kits, we may have to refund someone or exchange something. We'll be in touch because we can't find 2 beads. 2 stupid little beads. But
if you are the person who you have to, if you choose exchange, I'll make it worth your while.
See, Andrew's gonna delight again.
Because I hate that.
I know.
You know.
Amanda says, I know I will love mine for Desert Discoveries. Thank you.
I may or may not have worked on yours last night.
Let's see here. Harry says, whatever comes will be fine. It is always a surprise. Anne says, same, Amanda. I know I will love my Desert Discovery. Suzanne says, I agree with Harry. Let's see here. Oops. Jumped again, everybody. Let's see here. Lena says, I like those matte sand color beads on your left side behind your head. Long hair side. Those? Matte. Those ones. These are all, Andrew redid this today. That's part of the spring cleaning. He said it was starting to look sparse in their background, so he had to fix it up. So they're all vintage seed beads back there now.
Just don't look too hard.
Don't look too hard because he's not sharing yet. Susan says, your eye looks red. Yeah, my eye's red here and there. It's always red in this corner, but it's getting better. It's less red. It used to be red all the way across on the bottom, and now it's just there. And says, anything that I order and then wait for, I consider Girl Scout cookies. You order them and then sort of forget about them, then suddenly they arrive and you are so happy. I like that. I know. I like that, and I like some Girl Scout cookies too. What is it? Samoa's? My favorites. Oh, I do love those.
Tagalog, Thin Mint,
just like all of them. Some other brands have started putting out ones that are pretty close.
There's a diet cookie, and I don't know what they put in it, but it don't taste diet.
He's like, it's not really diet. He's like, they're just putting diet on the box, right?
Are you sure?
Suzanne says, my area needs to stay rather neat because of a certain cinnamon. Yep.
The cats don't come here.
The cats don't come here to the cottage, so at least not often and not regularly. Every once in a while we bring them over just to hang out and snoop around, but they do not come here. So we don't have that to hold us back in our mess making. Whereas at the house, it's a little different.
It doesn't hold us back.
But it doesn't, yeah, it's like we mess make on the dining room table, which they're not allowed on anyway. And in my office, which I do find things rolled around sometimes.
They don't mess with this stuff as much.
Cindy says, oh, nice. I guess I have not ordered yet. If you've not, you can. We got lots of stuff for you, Cindy.
You want that box?
You want that box? You got to order something. But yeah, I thought I've seen your name. Maybe I just noticed it from here. But I was looking through some of the orders today. Maybe you just haven't gotten anything you ordered yet. That could be too. I don't know.
Maybe they got when we ran out of ink for the stamp. I don't know.
Could be.
Sometimes things happen.
Ellison, your name just... I knew somebody in college whose last name was Ellison, so that always reminds me of that. Anne says, cinnamon is so cute, but a scamp. Cinnamon is cute.
Susan.
Both. Anne said that about cinnamon. Cinnamon and Charlie, right? Cinnamon and Charlie? Both cute. Very cute. Suzanne says that she is.
So here's the update,
What?
y'all.
What?
So
I don't know what
you
this is about.
watched yesterday, I may have told you about the educational grant that I won.
Oh, yeah.
And I was a little bit disappointed because I thought I missed the boat about getting the spot in Elizabeth Brim's class.
Yes, he wanted that so bad.
Because I wanted to take our class at Touchstone, but it got canceled because I think the water pump went out that week. And so we just quietly cried.
Oh.
And then instead, and then so I was so excited that she was there, but we had it was a slow year last year, so there wasn't a ton of extra money to take classes this year, and all the money is due now. So anyways, so I won this scholarship, so I was super excited, and I made sure that there were openings in the class. But what I have a feeling happened was they have an internal scholarship that they do at the Center for Metal Arts. And so it went from having space to being no space.
Quick.
In one day, overnight, basically.
And so?
Anyway, so today they said that a spot opened up.
He got in.
Maybe. I haven't paid yet.
Maybe.
They haven't paid yet either. So it's all kind of...
There's a spot. Whether Andrew gets it or not, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll see.
But at
They're
least
tight,
it's hopeful.
so hopefully...
Yeah.
They're Instagram friends. So...
Right. Susan says, I hope my phone is charged soon. Closed captioning drives me nuts. Packing kits came up as packing kids. Yes.
That sounds not good.
So I beat the kids very often because I bead kits, and beating kits and beating kids is how my autocorrect tends to write that. So beating kids instead of beating kits is quite interesting. And I have to watch before I send any emails, or if I have a tendency to dictate a lot of the things I do, because typing, if I'm on my phone, I'm dictating generally. And kids and kits and beating and beating. So beating the kids instead of beating kits.
That sounds terrible.
I know, right?
You know, the person who used to have my phone number before me, they actually used to beat their kids. And so I get calls from...
It's not funny, but...
I get calls from the courthouse.
Child services and courthouse.
And they threaten me and stuff. And I'm like, it wasn't me. I'm a homo.
This is the wrong...
I have
phone.
cats.
This is the right phone number, but it now belongs to a different
I've
person.
had this phone number for 10 years.
Please stop
Please
calling.
stop calling me. That's not my kids.
Harry said, I sent dolls out in one of your boxes today. Nice. Yes, reuse those boxes. Spread the love around. Reuse, recycle.
Yeah.
Diane says, would you like some of those boxes back? I hate to throw them away, so I have a bunch. We can't reuse them, especially here during the pandemic. But I don't know. Make some crafts. I don't know.
Go Candy Cooper style on your boxes.
Yeah, I would
Just
love
spray
to say
paint
yes,
it.
we'll take them back, but during the pandemic here, we've made it a policy not to accept things once they've gone out. Marianne says, I have a lot of those boxes, right? A lot of y'all have a lot of them. Lena says, don't eat the beads. Never eat the beads. It's good all around advice. Don't eat the beads.
I made hot dish last night.
Andrew did make a hot dish last night.
That's the name of it. It's called hot
dish.
From
It's
Minnesota.
Good. Minnesota. It was good.
That's where I was introduced to it.
Marianne says, I noticed it was fuller back here, right? Fuller. Let's see here. Cindy asked, are you doing a live sale today? Yep, we are. But Cindy, see, you're pushing to go ahead. You're like, I'm ready, let's go. And that's great. But we chat with our people. That's who we are. And we get to know you, and we know where most of our followers and supporters live and what they're up to. And it's very name of their cats. It's very important to us because you are not just a bunch of numbers on a spreadsheet to us. So we like to know who you are, what you're doing, what you're up to. We like to chat with you.
What's your cat's name?
My best advice is if you'd like to just get to the sale, tune in about a half hour to 45 minutes late each day, or you can watch the rewatch. Because every single day, pretty much, we chat like this and just hang out and talk to people. A lot of people ignore their supporters entirely, and they don't even listen to comments or talk back to anybody or read anything. And it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. They treat you just like...
That's just their way.
Yeah, they treat you like a number. I don't like that.
Some people, that's their way. They get nervous talking.
Maybe. I don't know.
I know some people, they have like a script, and if they go off script, they are sunk.
Sunk.
You know who I'm talking about too. There's no questions.
Cindy says, I love to buy beads. Good. We love to sell beads. That's what we do. Cindy says, where did you go to college? I went to college at Penn State University, and Andrew went to college at SVA, the School of Visual Arts in New York City. Let's see here. Marianne says, my cats rarely bother the beads. They do drink water from my brush pot, though. You gotta be careful with that, right? That's no good. That's no good. Diane says, hello, everyone. I'm taking it easy today. And another stent placed in the left artery. Oh, my goodness. All is good, just a little tired. Well, we're glad all is good. You had a package that was returned to us. The address that our system put in the wrong zip code for some reason. We had to force in the other zip code. So we got it back, and it's shipping back out to you tomorrow. Just so you know, if you saw that package going out and you're like, where the heck is it? It got returned because whatever happened, our system switched the zip code on us.
I think it's because you live in multiple places.
Could be. I don't know.
Because didn't she live
I don't know. The top address was right. It was the right, address, but the zip code flipped, and I don't know why.
It might have autofilled.
If
you have an iPhone, sometimes it does that.
Yeah. No, she put it in right. Just when we put it in the system, when we went to print, flipped.
Post office did it?
Yep, it auto-corrected it. It will auto-correct an address if it thinks it's wrong. Sometimes it's not wrong, y'all. Sometimes it's right. Lena says boxes are great to paint or decoupage and regift. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Maybe I'll have a tutorial on how to do paint on boxes.
Andrew's going to do a painting box tutorial. Sandra says, so you're showing beads from Tucson. How do we know it's not something we are getting in our Tucson box?
We separated it.
We separated, and we won't do that to you. So if we see you claiming something in the email, like what we're going to show you today, and it's already in your box, we're just not going to put it on your invoice. Makes it easy.
So part of why it's taking longer, instead of just picking stuff randomly, we're actually making a spreadsheet. So we're not going to send the spreadsheet with the order because that's kind of, it's more work. But
Yeah, and it'll confuse the heck out of Barb.
Yeah, so don't. But if afterwards, if you're desperate to know what something is, we can email.
Yeah, if you're like, I have no clue. Like most of the stones, y'all are good with stones. Most of them you're going to know. But if you get a stone in your package and you're like, what the heck is this? Just email us and we'll look through the spreadsheet and take a look at what you've gotten in your package. So not too difficult. But most of the stones, y'all know a lot of the stones. We didn't go crazy with weird stones generally. But yeah, if you order something from these shows and we already know it's in your package, you're not going to get it again. Don't worry. Unless you want it again, you can let me know. But generally, you probably don't. Cindy has 2 dogs, Gracie and Lucy. See, we learned about you today, Cindy. Gracie and Lucy.
And that's the name of the characters in the book that I'm reading right now.
Oh, Andrews has a book.
Grace and Lucy.
See that?
Do you like Cassandra Clare?
Suzanne says, and some people just respond to a select few of their audience. I don't shop with them, right? We try and talk to all of y'all. And by the way, y'all, I'm seeing these comments. You can't see them all. If you're on YouTube, for example, you will see Suzanne's comment, but if you're on Facebook, you won't. That's why we read them to you. I don't always pop them up there. Andrew's better about popping them up, but he says I hit the camera too hard. So I just read
like
them.
An earthquake.
Everybody's in an earthquake every day.
I don't always, I'll be honest, I don't always answer, especially if I'm working on a project.
Yeah, Andrew, when he gets involved in teaching a project or demonstrating, things get missed. And we try to answer a lot of them, but if you're all talking to just each other, I don't share those either.
Because one eye's down, one eye's up, and my eyes don't work like that, so...
Cindy says, I do have a kitty at work that I feed, though. That's cute. We're cat people, generally. I have nothing against dogs. My family had dogs all their life, but cats, with our busy schedule and being at all hours and having to take dogs on walks and things, just doesn't work. So we have cats. We have Gilbert and Barnaby. It is, Suzanne. It's Georgia's birthday today.
I thought it was yesterday.
Yeah, Andrew was just talking about that last night. It was probably after midnight that you saw it, and it was yesterday, but today.
Well, I told her yesterday, happy birthday.
So, one of these days, right?
I'm going to go there, and I'm going to say, Suzanne Sack is staring in your house.
I'm here.
Hello?
Diane says, speaking of knowing stones, I asked some lady at Dairy Queen the other day if her earrings were labradorite, and they were. See?
Okay. I'm going to go to Dairy Queen.
Let's see here. We have other Cindy has Gracie and Patty, both pups. Gracie, another yeah. Gracie.
We used to have a helper named Gracie too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, let's see here.
Speaking of which, if you want to work 1 day a week at the shop or 2 days a week, and get paid minimum wage.
Get paid in beads.
Yeah. We got a space for you.
Suzanne says, I understand that, but this is months of only responding to a select few, like a click. Yeah, that's not right.
Maybe I spend a lot of money.
Some people only care if you spend money with them, and I don't like that either. But I get it because people have to pay the bills. But we try to, whether you buy from us, whether you don't, whether you spend a lot, whether you spend a little. We grew up pretty poor, both of us, so. We know what it's like not to have a lot of money, and we still don't have a lot of money. We live pretty humbly. We have some things and we invest in things, but our own space, our own house, we're very humble. Our furniture is probably 20 or 30 years old at this point.
It looks like it.
And it looks like it too, because we have cats who tear it up.
I don't know how some people, their cats don't tear up their furniture.
Well, some cats are declawed, and we don't do that.
I don't want to do that.
That's not nice. Cindy says, I love cats, but I'm allergic, unfortunately. That's awful, right? I don't know what I would do if I ever got severe. I'd take shots probably because
I think I am allergic and I just suffer.
he just suffers. It's probably part of his sinus issues.
Go in and get another kiss on it.
Suzanne says, and she'd let you.
Who?
Georgia.
Okay. Wow.
Lena says, beads bring people together. Great conversation starter, right?
Me staying at people's houses?
Cindy says, I like chatting and I am still poor also, right? Yeah. We get it. We get it. Because, you know, we sell nice things, you know, and, you know, but we try to keep our prices as low as possible for y'all. So y'all, no matter what, hopefully can afford some nice things, even if it's a little splurge sometimes. But, you know, we could charge a lot more for a lot of our stuff, but we'd rather be humble ourselves and spread this love out into the world than, you know, be rich with huge houses and people who are like, their prices are so high. I don't know what, you know, that's not fun. It's creating the community that's fun. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Hanging out with people who are like-minded and creating this community, whether it's here in Ligonier, or the surrounding areas, or all of you out there who watch us every day who are not from this area. Diane says, I would so work there for beads if I were independently wealthy. I get it. I get it. You need to go win the lottery, Diane.
Yeah, do it.
Beads don't pay the mortgage, unfortunately. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. You got to turn them into cash first, and then they pay the mortgage. Unfortunately, I can't go to the mortgage people and send them a box every month because wouldn't that be so nice? Oh, that'd be so nice. Just send them a box of beads every month. Be like a bead subscription to pay off our house.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I like that talk. I need to call up our mortgage company and say, anybody there like the beads? I can send you beads instead of cash every month.
Correct.
It'd be on time too every month. But yeah, Suzanne says, don't look at our furniture. I know. We have people in the house. We're like, the cats live here. You do not.
Yeah, I like my cat company.
So if you're going to come into our house and judge our furniture, then you need to leave because the cats belong here and you don't. So that's how.
Like a new couch, y'all.
It would. Yeah, we're not saying we wouldn't take a new couch if we had the chance to buy one and all, but
if I had the money,
couches are expensive. Everybody,
they
went way up.
I looked before the pandemic and I was like, oh, well, maybe. And
even IKEA couches, like, you know, some IKEA couches are okay. You know, some are hard as rocks. We don't want that one. Those are the cheap ones. Which we have one here at the cottage actually, but they're all expensive, y'all. So don't look at our furniture, or if you do, don't say anything about it.
Mm-hmm. Keep that to yourself.
That's right. It's not for you. It's only for you while you're in our house. It's for us the rest of the time. It's like he gonna tell it. Lena says Lily has dug huge holes in the carpet.
That sucks.
We have some holes in our carpet by the doors because we used to try to lock the bedroom to keep the cats out at night, or in our office, or in Andrew's studio, his old studio in the house, and they've dug holes to try to get in there so they can get their little handies under there and try to open the door. It never worked, but they dug holes. So I get it.
He did it.
Paolo did it at the apartment.
Oh my gosh.
He would not stop.
They were obsessed.
So we just let them in the bedroom then at that point, which was too late because we already had the holes in the carpet. And the bathroom too. We try, you know, you don't always want to go to the bathroom with the cats.
No.
But when you lock them out,
they're like, hello? Hello?
Hello? Are you okay in there? Are you okay?
Do you need support? How may I help you?
Right?
It's like, no, thank you.
Yep, I know.
No, thank you.
Marianne says declawing is not recommended. No, it's chopping this off. If y'all didn't know, which I know many of you have cats, you know. But if you don't know, declawing is not just pulling the nail out. It is removing this part, this entire part of a cat's finger or toes. They take the first knuckle off. So this gets chopped off, and they run around then with this is what's left. So yes, declawing. We understand some people do it, but it is not recommended. It can cause a lot of issues. It can cause health issues. It can cause litter box issues. And I wouldn't want my fingers, every single one of them, chopped off to the first knuckle. Let's see. Harry says, we solved the cats tearing up by giving them cardboard scratchers, a sofa, and a figure 8 thing. They scratch on that. Yeah, our cats don't scratch much anymore. Every once in a while they get it in their little heads and they go wild. But they're pretty good. They're pretty good. But then we're talking about getting kittens again, so who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Susan says, I hate when people embrace the race to the bottom mentality. Yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing. That race to the bottom where everyone gives like 60, 70, 80% off sales, and we're going to see how cheap we can still sell this for, and still, you know, at some point you're getting cash flow, but you're not making any money. You're losing money probably, unless they've built up their prices so high that an 80% sale or a 70% sale or a 60% sale is still making them money. And if that's the case, then you know what they've done for all the prices most of the time.
That's why we don't have very many sales.
Yeah, that's why we don't do sales, because we try to keep our prices, that margin low.
We do sales, but if we do them, just know that it's because we want to reward our customers.
Yes, we do sales as kind of a reward, as a little bonus, more than anything else.
But the money has to come out of somewhere. So
yeah, it's true.
Usually it's our pocket.
Suzanne says, we have scratchers too, but these two sisters want the real thing, furniture.
Yeah, they do.
Right? Sometimes. Lena says, we work at a local witchy shop and we get a t-shirt discount and fun events, but don't get paid. Hey, if you do that, you want to do it, and it's all good for everybody involved,
yeah,
have at it, right? Have at it.
I'll make a t-shirt.
Suzanne says, declawing cats is a real thing in the States. I don't do it. Yes, it is a real thing. Amanda says, my first cat destroyed the Chesterfield and my second cat wouldn't even sit on it. Isn't it funny? They pick their own things. Diane says, my furniture is covered in blankets because I have 3 dogs. It's true. It's true. Linda says, isn't that cruel? Oops, I missed. It jumped again. I'm behind a lot.
Start talking.
Oh, she said it's illegal here. It should be, I think, but Amanda says, I don't think declawing is allowed anymore. Maybe not in Canada. It is here in the U.S. It's a big thing. People still do it a lot. We're trying to make that change and let people know. But here in the U.S., so many people, I think, just believe they're just taking the nail bed off. They think they're just taking the nails out, and there's some special magical way that they disconnect the nails. It's not. It's not.
Well, I think that's because people were told for a long time that it was pain-free.
Yeah, they call it declawing. So you're assuming it's just the claw that's being taken out somehow. But it's like
the whole thing.
The whole thing. It's Anyway, yeah.
Y'all gonna get.
Anne says it's just got made illegal the last couple of years in my city. That's good. That's good that it's happening in some places. Let's see here. Marianne says it's not illegal up there yet, at least in her area. Hello, June. Thanks for tuning in. Cecilia is here with us. Thank you for joining in. Cecilia says, I have 4 cats, Symphony, Rhythm, Harmony, and Melody. That's cute.
That's cute.
Linda says, it bloody well should be illegal. Should be. I think so too. It's not necessary if you Andrew cuts all of our cats' claws. And
trim.
yeah, trim them just like a
Whenever I cut
person.
my nail, I cut theirs.
Yeah, just like a person.
I said, it's time. And sometimes they jump up.
Yeah.
The new ones, because I started them when they were babies. Paolo and Babette, they were not fans of it. But,
No, but they dealt with it okay.
Yeah. I'm sure they would have liked it if we didn't, though.
Yeah, they like to have their nails, right? Okay. Anyway, we're going to do some gemstone strands today. I don't have a lot for you, which is one of the reasons I talked so much in the beginning. Not that we don't always. Usually we're like in an hour anyway.
He's like, oh.
He's like, this is why we did it.
One time.
This one time. But we're also going to do some giveaways at the end, y'all. I found some pieces of check glass, and I figure we'll do some giveaways. How about that? So if you'd like to get in on the giveaways, I hope you will, and stay until the end. You know, our giveaways are pretty easy to win most of the time, so hang out with us. And I mean, they're not easy to win because there are more people here, but they're not like hard questions or anything like that. It's usually like pick a number, y'all. Whoever gets the number gets to win. Super easy. So please hit that share button and let people know that we have gemstones and we're going to have giveaways, y'all. I have 35 of you watching right now. I have 6 thumbs up. So please, let's increase that. Let's increase that. Cindy's asking you, how do I order? It's scrolling across the bottom of your page for this entire presentation so far. So if you'd like to order anything, you can take a screenshot, or because these are so different, you can give us a very good description. All of the prices are going to be the same tonight. They're all going to be $32. $32, everybody. These prices will go up after 24 hours. I'm going to put these into the online store. Whatever does not sell will go to the online store later, but the prices will be higher. So you can order this way, and it's more work, right? So you can order right now for $32 a strand, or you can wait and pay more. But get them now, y'all. Get them now. All right. So take a screenshot. If you don't know how to take a screenshot on an iPhone, that is the volume up button pressed at the same time as the power button. Squeeze those two buttons together, you take a screenshot. If you're on a Samsung device or many other Android devices, it's often the volume down button and the power button squeezed together. If you're watching us on the big screen on television, you can just take a photo if you want to with your phone. You can also, again, just send us a description today. You don't have to go through the whole screenshot because these are all different stones, I think. I have 2 here that might be the same, but one's bigger, one's smaller, so you can just let me know. All right, and I have my calipers here. We're going to take a look at that. All right, so are y'all ready? Y'all ready to see who's ready? Who's ready? Let's start out. Now, let's start out with this strand. This is some amethyst, some beautiful faceted amethyst.
Just add a clasp.
Yeah, as Andrew said, you can just add a clasp. Look, if you like tassels, you've got some tassels there even. Some beautiful tassels. But this is beautiful faceted amethyst. These stones are approximately 8 millimeters. 8 millimeter stones. These are faceted rondelles. Amanda says, my aunt's cat was so sweet that after she got her declawed, the poor thing turned nasty. She must have been traumatized. I would be nasty too if someone cut off every single one first knuckle of my toes and my hands. So these are beautiful stones. Linda says, they're lovely beads, William. Thank you. We have a few strands of each of these. So this is the, what did I say? 8 millimeter approximately, 8 millimeter amethyst. So there you go, 8mm amethyst. If you don't want to take a screenshot, you can just send us an email saying, I want the 8mm amethyst. $32 a strand for every strand tonight. I think that's a great deal. They will go up. You can see these are really nice stones. Really nice stones. Lots of beautiful color. These are natural, non-dyed.
I picked all those out by hand, y'all.
Andrew picked them all by hand. So there is the first one. All right. Beautiful. All right.
Got a nice color to it.
It does. Let's see here. Let's do, how about this labradorite? Beautiful labradorite. Look, you can even look at those speckles in there. Look at that shine and color, that flash of color.
And the holes are a fairly good size.
That's one thing I didn't show you. They're okay sized.
And they're not too big and they're not too small, which is nice.
So beautiful labradorite. This is a light labradorite. And these are around the same, 7.5 to 8mm faceted rondelles in labradorite. Pretty, pretty stones. $32 a strand. And again, if you order Desert Discoveries, we will make sure that as you're claiming, you don't get something that you've already gotten.
These aren't in it.
These are not in any of the Desert Discoveries, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Is this sunstone?
Sunstone.
Sunstone. Next
Fire
up,
sunstone.
fire sunstone, they call this. I was going to say, this is very bright.
It's got a lot of flash.
Mm-hmm. Look at that flash in there. Fire sunstone.
I was like, is that made up? They just laughed.
Look at those beads. Look at those beads. So these are faceted rondelles. These are approximately 7mm faceted rondelles.
This has sparkly there too.
I know. Carlos is very sparkly, right? And only $32 a strand. Like,
that should be more.
That should be more. Andrew said, let's keep them at 32 for everything. So we are.
It makes it easier.
So we are. So look at that. Can you imagine having a bracelet like that for $32? Oh, you can buy that, make a bracelet, and then send it off for even more money. Double that price. Make some earrings. So there you go. Again, purchase these by following the instructions scrolling at the bottom of your screen, or you can just send us a good description, because I only have one strand of fire sunstone. Don't have any more in other sizes or anything. So if you send that to us, we know what you're looking for. $32 each. Send us an email. First come, first serve. Supplies are extremely limited. Let me show you, actually. I think we have just about 2 or 3 of each of these. And I just want to show you, and no matter which one you get, because people are like, what are you just showing the best one? No.
Who has time for that?
I know.
Also,
who
has time for the emails when somebody gets it and then they're like, oh, this doesn't look like the one you showed.
Right? No, we don't do that to you. So these are all beautiful fire sunstone strands. Check those out. You will get one of these if you send us an email, and you are the first 3 people to do that. All right, Michelle is back. Thank you for coming back. Okay. So there is the fire sunstone. Are you liking these beads, y'all?
I hope so.
Are you liking them? It's just the first of everything to come.
I like them.
All right. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Suzanne says yes. Cindy says nice. Michelle says everything is fixed. Yay. That's awesome. Marianne loves the sunstone.
They're juicy, y'all.
They are juicy. That's a good buy right there. That's a good buy. Okay. What's up next? What's up next? I don't even know what I want to show you. These are all so pretty. Cindy says my service keeps cutting out because I am at work. Oh no, watching at work. Oops. Well, that just came. Look at that. That one is the tassel came off of one of these for me. It wasn't knotted very well, apparently.
Oh well, you're not buying it for the tassel.
Yeah. So I'm going to actually show you that one because that one is the one that the tassel came off of. So the tassel came off this one. So if you get one of these, the tassel may be off of it. Sorry, y'all.
That's the one.
That's the one. So this is a beautiful labradorite, though, and this labradorite is 9.5 millimeters, approximately 9 to 9.5. Beautiful. This is a darker labradorite than the other one. Gorgeous flash to these nuggets. These nuggety pieces. Good pieces. I'm going to show you the other ones just so you can see. We don't pick just the best one or something to show you. We don't do that to you. Because we do the last thing, like I hate when you buy something and you get it and it really doesn't look like online. You know, like there are sometimes differences in color on monitors and you take that into consideration. But when you get something and you're like, that was nothing like what they showed, we don't do that to you.
Well, that's one of the reasons why we started the lives, is so that you can see the stones in motion.
Right? So there they are. Those are the larger labradorite. If you like those, again, everything tonight, $32 a strand for the next 24 hours. So by tomorrow around 6 p.m. Eastern time or so, these prices are invalid. You can no longer claim them. They will go into the online store and you must buy them there at a higher price. Sorry.
Just more work.
But it's more work to get them in the online. If you all buy them tonight, you buy them out, they're all $32, right? I don't have to do all that work to get them in the online store. Sandra, yes, these are labradorite. Natural, beautiful. These are not dyed stones. These are not, what's the word? Anyway, they're not dyed. They're natural stones. Beautiful, beautiful labradorite. Marianne says, my lottery win was not nearly big enough. Keep trying, Marianne. Keep trying. How much did you win? I want to have a lottery win that's big enough, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Michelle says, oh, my husband and I bought the program to make our own patterns. Nice. You're really into it. I love that. I love seeing how excited you are about your patterns and all that. And I love seeing them. So now I can make the Sally and Jack one. Nice. That's awesome.
You just can't sell that pattern.
Marianne said $10 she won in the lottery. I'll take it, right? I take any lottery win.
Yeah, if Michelle doesn't know, if you're using copyrighted imagery and you make a pattern off of it, especially if it's Disney owned.
Yeah, don't get in trouble.
They are aggressive about protecting their
And
Intellectual property.
definitely do not try to use the Starbucks logo, y'all.
Yeah.
They are aggressive. So don't sell anything with patterns if you don't want to get caught. But if you're giving them to friends and stuff, then that's, you're not selling it. So look at this multi-moonstone strand, y'all. Multi-moonstone. You got the gray moonstone, you got the peach moonstone.
Not to be a buzzkill.
She said, I do know. Good. It's not for sale, it's just for a friend. That's good. Because a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people are like, why can't I make this? They will go after you. And maybe not when you're small. Maybe they won't see it. But if they see it, they will send you a cease and desist letter. It'll come from a lawyer. And they will follow up with it too. So
yeah, one of our friends, they got in trouble for using the Starbucks.
Yeah. So here are the multi-moonstone strands. Now, is that not a beautiful thing for $32?
I love it.
That should definitely be more. These ones are around 9.5 millimeters, 9 to 9.5, depending on where I grab them and what stone I grab on. So here you go. Gorgeous, gorgeous things. $32 a strand. If you'd like them, send us an email.
I would say that everybody already knows, but we have new people today.
We do have new people today.
Welcome, new friends.
Welcome, new friends. Look at this. This is blue moonstone, right? Call this blue moonstone.
They call it rainbow.
Rainbow and blue. I've seen it both ways because it flashes blue mostly.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why they call it rainbow.
I don't know because I never see rainbows. It's always like this blue flash.
I guess some of it has rainbow.
Whoops.
But for the most part, it's a blue flash.
Linda says, Starbucks lasted 5 minutes here. They tried to Americanize us too much and also tried getting away with paying staff below our minimum wage. That's interesting because here they're kind of one of the leaders in paying more than minimum wage.
And doing like a union.
And unionizing, and yeah, that's interesting. They're one of the.
They're starting in a new country.
They're one of the better employers here, I think. Yeah. Which I don't know what that says. I mean,
they have health insurance.
They do have health insurance. They have unions in a lot of the stores. So these are the rainbow moonstone or blue moonstone. I've been seeing blue. Maybe that's why they're changing over to blue moonstone more because it is more blue.
When they originally found the moonstone in the 90s, they were doing road construction, and so it was like everywhere. And then they paved over the roads, and then there's no more.
So there's all 3 strands that we have available. If you don't know us and you haven't bought from us before, we often buy in small quantities. We hand pick almost everything we sell. We buy in small quantities, and we buy more diverse things. We are not a company that is going to continually, for example, restock this over and over and over again. We're going to buy it, sell it, and maybe get more, but most likely we'll move on and get something else beautiful. Right. That's the thing, is a lot of our stuff is not able to be found over and over again. So
a lot of vintage.
Yes, we do a lot in vintage. We do a lot in beautiful gemstones from trusted suppliers. So there you go. Linda says our minimum wage is a lot higher than yours. Yeah, I think Starbucks starts at $10 or $15 an hour here. Somewhere in there.
I used to work for them a long time ago.
I did not. I have not worked for them. Thank goodness, because I am not good at the barista thing.
That was pretty good.
Susan says, we have several of them in my area trying to unionize, and the store management is fighting them tooth and nail. Yeah, some fight harder than others, right? Some do. Some do.
Well, it's like everything.
All right. Next up, this is Amazonite, right? Or no, apatite. Apatite?
Apatite.
Apatite. Apatite.
They call that neon apatite.
Yeah, it's that bright blue, and some like that one is pretty bright blue. So we have apatite. This apatite is approximately the 9 to 9.5, even looks like somewhere, sometimes around 10-ish millimeters. Yeah, 9.5 to 10 millimeter. You can see these are probably hand cut actually, because they're little, they're not all regular, which is kind of cool. I like that. So this is a beautiful apatite, non-dyed, neon apatite. And so we have 3 strands of that available at $32 each. I think that's a really good deal for this quality of stone. Susan says, oh, look at the glowing apatite, right? Cindy says, love that. Beautiful hand-picked stones by Andrew in Tucson, working with our trusted suppliers. You know, we like to try to make sure, like, you know, kids aren't being used to do all this stuff, and that it's being sourced as ethically as we possibly can. So we do try to work with the same suppliers who we know are trustworthy suppliers when we're buying stones. It's very important to us that people are being treated properly and right. So there's that, $32 a strand for the next 24 hours. After that, all claims we will not accept. We will point you to the online store where the price will go up. All right, so get them now if you want to save the moolah. Marian says, I want one of each, but I get it. I get it. Believe me, I get it, because I would love to keep these.
Me too.
I'd love just to hoard them and hang on to them and put them in my office and look at them, especially this strand. This is fluorite, y'all. Fluorite is making, I don't know if we call it a comeback or a final, like a come here, because I don't know if it was ever super popular, but everybody seems to want the fluorite right now.
It's supposed to give you good dreams.
Good dreams. It's such a pretty color. Again, non-dyed. And you can tell that people are coming to get fluorite because the vendors are starting to put out the nice fluorite, right?
I don't think they've ever had as nice fluorite.
Normally, back in years past, fluorite was like a forgotten about stone or a non-thought of stone. So all the fluorite looked a little bit blah, right? And I'm not saying that was everything, but it was one of those things. Fluorite often looked blah. And now you can tell people want it because they're bringing out the good stuff.
Well, sometimes they have new mines. It's not all, you know, it depends on what's available. And also, like, if they don't have the stock, you know.
Right. Sally's asking, what size was the apatite? The apatite was approximately 10, 9.5 to 10 millimeters. 9.5 to 10 millimeters. And the fluorite is approximately 8 millimeters. Anne says, I love the cut on these stones, so chunky and organic, right?
Me too.
They look like a hand-cut stone. They look really cool. And this fluorite is stunning. Amanda says, I love the chunky nuggies. Me too.
Now I want chicken nuggets.
Ah, yeah, that'd be nice.
Make us snack wraps.
Snack wraps tonight. We still have hot dish to eat.
And there's on the...
He's like, there's not enough for both of us.
Yeah.
It's like, you can have that. I'll have some snack wraps.
Correct. The snack wraps make my heart beat fast, so I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
All right, everyone. This is the last stone strand tonight. Last stone strand tonight. before we get into the giveaways, y'all, we're going to do giveaways. Make sure you hit that share button.
Maybe they don't like giveaways.
Maybe they don't want to share the giveaway news. The more people we have here to do giveaways, the more fun it is, and the more we do.
Yeah, I'll do more.
Because when we have a lot of people watching and we're all doing giveaways and people are like, oh, I didn't get one yet, we're like, okay, let's do another one. Let's give you another chance. Like,
yeah, I'll be like, here, I got some stuff.
All right. Let's see here. Susan says, what's in the hot dish, which I guess is a casserole?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It's tater tots on top of. Since we're vegetarians, we don't use ground beef, but it's supposed to be ground beef, a can of cream of mushroom soup, canned corn.
You can
canned
tell this
green
is like
beans.
Americana.
Yeah,
like-
I didn't grow up with this, so it's like a whole.
This is out west, kind of northwestern Americana.
This is
You
not
got your
food that I
canned
grew up
corn,
with.
your canned green beans.
Like I never ate a casserole growing up.
Yeah.
I guess stuffing. We called it dressing.
Dressing. We had casseroles, I guess, like green bean casserole for Christmas. That was a big thing.
We didn't even have that.
But we didn't have a lot of casseroles. My mom wasn't a big casserole maker.
Yeah.
Susan says that sounds good. Yeah, so it's cream of mushroom soup with canned green beans, canned corn. Andrew sauteed some mushrooms and onions.
Because I like it fancy.
Like a little fancy, right? Some
Bougie.
some canned diced tomatoes.
Usually they don't put that in there.
Yeah. And then tater tots on top with a lot of cheese on top, and then you bake it all together. Diane says that's a comfort dish in Minnesota. Yummy, right? Amanda says sounds like a 1950s casserole.
That's Minnesota.
That's
where I
right.
had it.
That's where Andrew learned about it.
I did the Minnesota State Fair for my friend, and I was introduced to all kinds of things. I was like, I did not know that this existed. Like, there's one thing, fried butter. I didn't know that was a thing.
Fried butter. So everyone, this is the last strand of the evening. Look at this. You know what this is, right? Gorgeous, gorgeous kyanite. Stunning kyanite, everybody.
Gem grade kyanite.
Gem grade kyanite. You often see kyanite in shards, but this is beautifully faceted kyanite. And
that's how it grows.
That is how it goes. Do I have more than one of these ones? I think we have 3 of these. Look at these, y'all. Look at those. Beautiful strands of kyanite. Marianne says, oh my.
Did it make your heart beat fast?
Harry's having ribeye steak, salad, and couscous. That sounds delicious. Suzanne's having chicken kebabs. Sounds great. I know. Amanda says delicious gems.
She's gonna bring it back to the
That's
show.
right. Harry says pretty blue kyanite. Linda says, oh, kyanite. Just love it, especially when it's faceted.
I liked your piece that you showed yesterday, Amanda. She shared a piece in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenge.
I don't know if I saw that or not. When I went to my other job yesterday, that day is like an allegory gallery, like totally doesn't exist day for me a lot of times. Till we got home and started breaking out the Desert Discovery stuff.
And then even that's a little bit of a blur.
Yeah, because we were already tired and full of hot dish at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Belly's full and sleepy, right? So these are the last strands. Kyanite, blue kyanite. We have 3 of them available, $32 each. They will go up in price if you don't purchase them now. They will go up and in the online store. You can only claim them at the $32 price for the next 24 hours. So tomorrow around 6:30, generally we cut it off by the next live. So tomorrow during our live, that price is invalid. You cannot claim these any longer. So if you're watching this after a day, they should be in the online store, anything that's left. All right.
Still good price.
they'll still be a good price.
It's just more work that we have to do.
It's more work that we have to do. They'll probably go up to about 38 or so. You know, they're not going to go crazy. We don't go crazy on you, but it is more work. And if I can sell them a little bit cheaper, a little bit easier, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, we used to pay somebody to help us. So.
Yeah, we used to have a helper who mainly just loaded things into the online store. And so I don't have that anymore. We do miss them. I miss them a lot. So there you go. All right, everybody. Are you ready? Do you want to do some giveaways or are you all done? Maybe they don't want giveaways. Our numbers have been dropping even though I'm mentioning giveaways.
Maybe it's because you keep saying we're almost done. They forgot.
They forgot about the giveaways?
Or they don't care.
They just don't care.
Whatever. I'll go home, eat some.
We'll go home and eat some, apparently some snack wraps. Okay, so I'm just checking my email real quick in between. Y'all, we sold out of the blue kyanite. Thank you all. We look like we have maybe one strand of fluorite left. We sold out of the neon apatite. We sold a few other ones here or there. So if you want anything, you got, like we said, act quickly, please. We don't want you to miss out, but we also want to sell these. So thanks. We appreciate it. Thanks for the support. That's our job, to sell these. That's why we're here. To build a community, but also to sell stuff so that we can keep building that community.
Well, it's like Next in Fashion, they were like, somebody says, "Oh, you walk so well," and she's like, "That's my job."
She's a model. We watched this show Next in Fashion. I don't know if you've watched this. It was on Netflix. It was okay, but it's, what's her name? Gigi Hadid, and she's a model. And at one point, she was walking in these big shoes, right? And they're like, "You walk so well in those shoes." She's like, "That's my job." That's literally my job, is to walk well in fashionable shoes. So that was funny, I think. Yeah, Michelle says blink and gone. That's right, blink and gone sometimes. Norma says yes, giveaways. Marion says we are still here, so give away. Okay. Suzanne says Cinnamon would like beads to play with. See. Lena says, we're here. I know you're all here. I know. Thank you for being here with us. The crew.
AGB fan. You also like that, or is that
I was just checking my email. Susan, our friend Susan, you sent an email. The picture does not match the description. So please let me know if the picture we're sold out of anyway. But let me know. You mentioned you wanted labradorite, and I don't know if you want the light labradorite or the dark labradorite. All right, so make sure you let me know, because we had light and dark today. Let me show you those. The lighter ones are smaller, the darker ones are larger. Just to show you, these are the two labradorites. Our friend Susan Surreal.
Don't tell her business.
I just want to make sure we get the right one. There you go. All right.
I mean, I don't think anybody will care, but sometimes people see this.
Don't be. Okay, let's do giveaways. Andrew, come up with a question.
Let's from tonight or in general.
Anything.
I was gonna ask a question, but then
this is what you're going for in this giveaway, y'all.
That's a good one.
That's a nice one, right?
Vintage check.
This was all stuff, y'all. This is all vintage check, and it's all stuff that I pulled to actually sell to you one day. And instead, we're giving some of it away. How about that?
What you doing? I'm gonna take this back.
He says, "I'm gonna take this." He's like, "What are you doing?"
I could have used this the other day. What you doing? Hiding stuff. What state does Hot Dish originate from?
Okay, first person. If you've been paying attention, and it's the first person that pops up for us. And y'all, I'm going to get a bag and a marker so I can make sure that these get... If I can find the bags and the markers.
Don't be stealing on my bag.
I am. I'm doing just that. Exactly so. Exactly so.
Gee.
Oof. Let's see here. Marianne got it. Minnesota. Minnesota. Okay, Marianne. That's yours now. It belongs to you.
Good job.
Good job. All right. Let's see here. Linda says, how would I know that? Because we just talked about it. That's how you know. We just talked about where it comes from. Okay. Ooh, these
Also,
are pretty.
Google is a thing.
Right?
If you're fast with that.
Look at these, everybody. Aren't those good for Easter springtime? Look at those. How do you like those? You like those, everybody? Thank you, Susan. Got your answer. Let's see. I am thinking of a type of bird. What type of bird am I thinking of?
Oh boy.
What? Oh boy.
I know. Is this like mind reader game?
It is. It is. And I'll give you more hints if nobody gets it. It is not a robin. It is not a raven. It is not an eagle or a hawk or a cardinal or a bluebird. It is not a swallow. Susan, I think, got it. Susan is the first one. It is a chicken. It is a chicken. Susan got it.
Hungry for them chicken nuggets.
I know, right? We're just talking about chicken nuggets. Fake chicken nuggets. All right. Susan, you won that one.
Good job. Good job.
Good job. Good job. All right. How about this? Lena says we're all hungry, right? Look at this beautiful one. This AB finish on this amber colored check glass, all vintage. This is all vintage check glass, y'all. We're giving away today
From my stash.
from Andrew's personal stash. I told you I picked these good ones. I was going to sell these, y'all. These were going to be for sale. Now we're just giving them away. All right. Andrew and I want to visit a particular country. We've talked about this sometimes. We're in the mood to visit a particular country. What country do we want to visit?
They're just not gonna get it if they haven't watched before.
You don't know. You never know. Maybe they want to visit. It seems like the whole world is visiting that country right now.
Yeah. We're gonna get ads for it some more tonight.
I know, right? It is not Japan.
I would like to go there.
I would like to go there, but that's not it. Oh, Marianne got it again. Marianne knows Portugal. Marianne got it.
Clean up.
I know. Norma almost got it. Norma was right after Marianne on our screen. See, they know. Lots of people know. Lots of people know. Cindy even knew. Lots of people. Everybody's just guessing, right?
Well, maybe they're getting the same ads we're getting.
Marianne says, I'm on a roll. Thanks. All right. What else?
See, that lotto.
I know. Keep playing that lotto.
That good energy.
You're winning the AG lotto here today. Check these out. Check glass. They look like hematite, right? Beautiful check glass cubes. Aren't they stunning? See, our giveaways aren't hard, y'all. You don't have to be like a rocket scientist to win. Although some of you might be rocket scientists out there. I don't know.
Yeah, some of our people are scientists.
Yeah. I'm not. I am not.
I'm a scientist of life.
A scientist of life.
That means I just read a lot.
Okay, Andrew, come up with a question.
Who wrote the Shadowhunter books?
Who wrote the Shadowhunter books?
That's a thing I mentioned today.
He did mention it today. No, I forget.
I know. Currently listening to.
Think I remember. Everybody's Googling now. Is that what you're all doing? I don't see any answers. Everybody's Googling now. I'm going to get all the answers all at once.
Who can Google fastest?
Susan says Cassandra Clare.
Correct.
That is correct. Boy, Susan and Marianne cleaning up tonight, y'all. Cleaning up tonight.
Good job.
I know. You can win as many times as you win. We could have somebody win all the times. We don't stop you. Okay, next one up. Look at these red and blue. Aren't these cool? How often do you see that color combination? I think you saw it in one of our kits that we made. But we didn't have these red and blue beads in there. If you got that Kitapalooza kit, you might want to add this strand if you win it. If you win it, what's another question? You got another question?
What was the last country that we did for our global adventure?
Oh,
That's a real question.
that's a real question. That's going to bring up other questions too.
Oh, wow. I got an answer too.
He's getting sassy over here.
It is the way.
Amanda says, oh, wait. Who are we at here? Suzanne says Malaysia.
No,
Marianne says Bali.
that's kind of right.
Amanda says Indonesia.
Bali is the same as Indonesia. So whoever was first.
That was Marianne. Marianne wins again.
Good job.
Good job. There's Amanda. What's the next country?
You're gonna have to wait and see.
You're going to have to wait and see, he says. He's not spilling the beans yet.
I was going to the other day, and then I was like,
It's like, I'll just wait.
correct.
All right. Okay. Let's see. What else? What do we have next? How about these rondelles? Gold and black. Or copper and black, actually. Copper and black check rondelles. Marion says, wow, I really am on a roll.
Good job.
I know. Cleaning up. You and Susan cleaning up. Okay, we're going to do like 2 or 3 more, and then that's it, y'all. Then that's it. We mentioned today that one of our helpers was named this. One of our helpers was named this, and she's no longer with us. What is the name?
Oh, that's a really specific and weird question.
Why? It's no weirder than who the title or the author of the books. There it is. Cindy got it. Gracie. I figured one of y'all were going to get that because you got a lot of animals out there named the same thing.
If you didn't place an order with us before, you have to send us your info.
Yes, that is a thing. If you've never ordered from us before, or it's been a long time since you've ordered from us, please send us an email, same email down here or up here, with your shipping address. We need to have that so we can ship out your giveaway. All right. V, Becca, they're all good. Yes, those are all past helpers, but we were talking today about Gracie because a lot of people had animals named Gracie, and we said, oh, we had a helper named Gracie too. Andrew actually said that.
What?
They had a helper
Why
named.
you pat me on the back? That felt like a passive aggressive path.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Huh.
Next up, we got these.
Those glow under a black light.
These glow under a black light. This is going to be the last giveaway tonight. Glow under a black light. Little daggers. Vintage check glass.
Here's a good one.
Okay.
What makes them glow under a black light?
There you go. What is it that makes these glow under a black light? Lennis uranium. Lennis got it. First one.
Good job. You have a package.
You do have a package coming.
It's a heavy one.
It is a heavy one. It's going to have to be priority mail.
Hopefully these uranium beads don't get crushed into a powder.
Yeah, we might have to ship those separately. All right, or pack them really well in a puffy envelope. All right, everybody, let me flip this camera around. We'll say a quick goodbye. We'll let you go on your way. I hope you had fun.
Did y'all fun or you hated it?
Did y'all hate it? Did y'all hate the gemstones today? Hello again. I'm flipped around now, aren't I? So Cindy asks, if I ordered, how can I pay? If you ordered and if you got something, which you won't know until I send you an invoice.
It's a surprise.
So I have to sort everything out from all the requests that we got today, see who got something, who didn't get what they wanted. Then I send you an invoice via Square.
It's all timestamped.
It'll be, yeah, we go by the timestamps that things come into our email. That's why we ask you for email and have you do it that way, because everything is very well timestamped. It comes in order. We take it in the order it comes. So you can send us that email, and if you got it, we will send you an email back with an invoice. If you have not ordered from us before and you're claiming something tonight, we do need your shipping address. We need to know.
I need to buy some more beads.
Y'all.
I'm running low.
So send us your email. Send us your shipping address if you haven't ordered with us or haven't done it in a while. And that's it. Easy peasy. We'll send you an invoice back. You pay that invoice with a credit card, bank card, credit card. You can pay that invoice also using Afterpay, which is a payment plan.
If it's over a certain amount.
I don't even know if it has to be, honestly.
I thought it had to be minimum.
I don't know about Afterpay. But you do have to qualify for it. So thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you had a great time. Susan says, yep, I hated them so much, I just had to place an order, right? Marian says, lovely gemstones tonight. Thank you so much. We'll be bringing you more gemstones tomorrow. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye, everybody.
See ya.